Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Gems and I am the owner of small business called Gems Grantham Creations. On this video, we are doing another sewing tutorial which is on how to make your own laptop sleeve. This tutorial is requested by one of our followers, Lillian. Hi Lillian! I hope you're doing fine, love. And yeah, so let me share with you that this is the first sleeve that I made, which honestly not that very good. Why? Because like what Lillian said, the size doesn't really fit. So I made another one, which is this. This is the second one that I made, and this fits really well. So the issue with the first one that I made was it ended up really smaller than what I needed. So it's a bit smaller. It will fit. I mean, the laptop will fit here, but the thing is, I will struggle to put the laptop in. So it ended up a bit smaller on this side. So I ended up putting my notes here with regards to work. So last time, I tried to make another one, which is this. And this actually fits just well. Let me share with you. So this is my laptop. I'm just gonna squeeze it in. So this will just go inside really well. This sewing tutorial doesn't really need any pattern. You just need to know the size of your laptop and you can do it yourself. What do we need for our project? We need to know the size of our laptop. This is the one that I've got. I'm gonna check the size of it later. We need zipper. I'm using this one. I got this from Amazon. This is what it is. We need our wadding. I got this one from Boyce's. This is 6 ounce thick. We need lining. So it's up to you whether you want your lining similar to your main fabric, but this is what I wanted to use. We need our main fabric. I'm thinking of using this yellow color, but I'll just go for this. Somebody asked me, where do I get my fabric? Loves, I get my fabrics from beddings. So I usually use beddings. I try to find the style, the print that I wanted. I like to purchase those that are 100% cotton. I find those 100% cotton really soft compared to the poly cotton, because sometimes you'll get poly cotton which is 52% polyester, 48% cotton. They are a bit rough. You know, when you touch them, it's not as smooth as the cotton. So I like to use cotton. And by the way, the dress that I'm wearing is also a bedding. So I made this dress from a bedding, including this dress that my mannequin is wearing. It is also from a bedding. This is 100% cotton. So even this one, even this is a cotton from a bedding. So we're gonna use this. I don't know if you've seen this somewhere as a bedding, but this is a bedding from Dunelm. But mind you, I also buy fabrics from the actual shop, because like this one, this is 100% cotton from Boyce's or Boys, however you want to call it. So I also get fabrics from proper shop, but most of the time I'll get it from shops. Like I'll use the bedding ones. I like to use 100% cotton because they're smooth and softer compared to poly cotton. So if you were just starting doing sewing, I advise you to use beddings. And if you can, find something that is from a charity shop so that you are not spending a lot of money and then wasting it with mistakes. So I advise you to try and find some good fabrics from charity shop using beddings. They are actually good. The first dresses that I made, I've used beddings from charity shop. So I was thinking, in case I make mistake or the dress doesn't fit, at least even if I dispose the fabric or the dress that I made, if it doesn't fit or if it's not successful, it's not that wasted because I didn't spend much with the fabric. So now let's try and find the size of our laptop. So I got mine here. When I'm checking the size, I always go at the bottom part of it, like that. So this is actually 13.5 inches. the height is 10 inches. So that is the size of our laptop, which is 13.5 by 10 inches. We need to add our seam allowance. So we'll add 1 inch with the height. So from 10, it will become 11, and then 2 inches on the side. So if it's 13.5, we're gonna make it 15.5. So it will be 15.5 by 11 inches. That is including the seam allowance. But before you cut your fabric, if you wanna kilt it, you have to add another 2 inches with it. So from 15.5, it will be 17.5, and then from 11 inches, it will be 13 inches. Now, if you don't want to kilt your fabric, you can just cut it including seam allowance. I'm gonna kilt mine, so I'll cut 17.5 by 13 inches. This is the 17.5 by 13 inches because we're gonna kilt it. That's why we added another 2 inches. You know me, I like to start kilting in the middle, and for me to do that, I always iron the middle area. So I'm gonna iron this so that I know where I'm gonna start kilting. This is my main fabric. I ironed it in the middle so that I know where I'll start for kilting. I also attached it in the wadding, and as you can see, my wadding is a bit bigger than my fabric. That is for us to give allowance for the wadding, because when we start kilting, it's gonna move. Also, I put the clips here, or I added the pins around it because they tend to move when we kilt, just to make sure that they will stay in place, and also just move it around when you start kilting because you don't want to break your needle. And again, we're gonna put our kilting foot, and this is what I'm gonna use, and we'll start kilting. So I've kilted my main fabric, and this is what I mean why you need to put an excess with it, because look at this shape, it's not even there. So that is why we need to put extra fabric with it. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut our main fabric size. So we've cut our fabric. So now this is the size, which is 15.5 by 11 inches. I also cut my lining here, which is the pink color. This is the time now for us to add the label, in case we want to add a label. So I'm gonna find again the middle, which I always do. So I'm just gonna trim a little bit here on top so that I know where the middle is. Or if you don't want to trim it, you can always mark it with your pen, which is erasable pen. I'm gonna add my label. Just put it in the middle. I'm gonna put it there, so I'll use a pin. Make sure it is straight. It's about 3 inches from the top. It's there, so that is 3 inches. Now I'm just gonna stitch this around. I cut my zipper, so the size of our main fabric is 15.5. So this 15.5, that's where the zipper will go. I've cut mine 14.5 because we are going to add this thing here. Let me share with you. We're gonna add a bit of fabric on the ends. We're gonna add this. So and then just pull it down. So that is our zipper tucked in now. Now we need to add the fabric here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna use the excess fabric that we have from the main fabric, or you can use from the lining as well, or any random fabric that you want. So if this size is, this is 1 1/4 size, this size. What I'm gonna do is I need the fabric that's a bit bigger than that. So I'm just gonna cut a fabric that is like that size, a bit bigger, anything that will cover that length. I've got these tiny squares here. So what I will do is I will sandwich my zipper in it, and then I'll stitch it. So it's like this. So right side of the fabric facing the zipper. So the fabric, the right side is inside. This is our wrong side of the fabric. We're gonna stitch it at the bottom. Same here on the other side. Careful because you don't want to break your needle. Guys, I've attached the zipper. There you go. So I stitched this as well, just to make it more sturdy. The next thing we're gonna do is we need to decide if we wanted to add pockets inside our laptop case. So this one that I made, there is pocket in it. So I think I'm gonna add something here in this one because sometimes we want to put some notebook or paper or even pens or charger or USB, whatever. So I'll add the fabric for that. I'll add pockets. So this is my lining. I cut another set of fabric here, which is about 14 inches by 16 and a half. So this 14 inches, I folded it. You can add anything inside it, like you can add another wadding. You can also add something that will make it sturdy or soft. Either way, it's okay. So I think I'm gonna add a wadding because I've got excess wadding here. So I'm just gonna get the size. So this will be my pocket. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna insert this. This wadding is definitely smaller by height compared to my fabric for the pockets. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stitch it on this side. I'm gonna sandwich that wadding in. So now I've stitched it on the sides just to secure it. This is actually not perfect, but it won't be seen. So I will just position it like that. And then I'm gonna attach it to the lining. So if your lining have like a print or something, make sure that you're attaching it on the right side of the lining. But mine doesn't have any print, so it won't matter. So I am attaching this here, just on the one fabric. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So the purpose why our wadding is smaller, because we don't want it to be so thick. I will just attach it all around. So I'm gonna stitch it here, down, and on the other side. And also, if you want, you can make like another stitch here in the middle so that you have division on your pocket. So that is what I'm gonna do now. Just to recap, guys, because I had a break, my sewing machine has been having a fight with me. It's just not doing the right thing. So I had a break, I had my meal, and I'm back now. A recap will be, we have our two main fabrics. We have our lining, one with a pocket, which is padded. It's not quilted, it's just wadding inside, attached at the bottom and on the side. And the other one, which is plain. And then we have our zipper. So do a double check that your zipper, open it, and make sure that your laptop will fit in it so that you will not have trouble later to insert it. So that is it. We have to attach our main fabrics now to the zipper and the lining. Let me show it to you how we should attach our main fabric, lining, and our zipper. So I'm gonna find the middle of my zipper. I'm just gonna fold this, make sure this is equal to each other. I am going to fold it here, and I'm gonna just put a mark here. I am using an erasable pen. So now that I know where are the middle of my main fabric, my lining, and also my zipper, I'm gonna put them all together and I will share it with you. Next, put your lining and making sure that your mark for your middle part is matching your zipper and also the main fabric. Now that they are attached with each other, so our lining is facing the right side of the main fabric, our zipper, it's also facing the right side of the main fabric, we have to stitch it on top. So we'll stitch it there. I've attached one main fabric, zipper, and then the lining. So let's try if we can open or close it. Yes, we can. Now we need to attach the other side. So it's the same thing. I've got my main fabric here. I'll put the right side of my zipper, match the middle part of it, and then put our lining. So same thing, we're gonna match it in the middle. Match them all. I need to stitch it now, so let's go and stitch it. So I've attached them both, guys. It looks cute. Now what we need to do is, I've said this many times, that we need to make sure that the lining is attached to the main fabric with the zipper. So we have to stitch this. So what I tend to do with this is I usually put some pin to attach the lining to the main fabric. Now we will stitch this and this side. So this will secure the lining to the main fabric, and also it will avoid the things that, like, you know, failure to open the zipper. It will avoid those things. So this is important. So I've done mine. It's not perfect, but it will do. Guys, before we proceed, let's check if the laptop will fit before we seal it. So open it. Just fold it like that and see if it will fit here. Yes. Yay. So that's how it's gonna look like once it's done. Now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna attach them together. So right side of the main fabric, just clip them together. Align it as much as you can. Make sure that you open the zipper because we'll need to flip it inside out later. So guys, before we continue, I remember I have this on my with this one. I just want to add that bit to this laptop sleeve that we are making. So I have this extra fabric from the previous projects that I have. It's already made, so I just thought I'll add it. So this is 5 inches length, and I just want to fold this like that way. So this will be 2.5 inches and 2.5 inches. I want to squeeze this in on this side. So what I'm gonna do is the folded part will go inside in the good side, and probably 2 inches or 1.5 inches from the zipper area. So I'm just gonna squeeze it in like that, if you can see it, and then I'll just pin it because I thought it's nice to have those pull tabs. So when you put it in the fabric, just put it on your main fabric. You don't need to put it on the lining, just on the main fabric. This depends with you. You can skip it if you don't want it. It's not necessary. With the second one that I've made, I don't have it. So again, we put the main fabric together, and when we reach to the zipper area, the zipper, this part, whatever part on the zipper, should go to the lining area. And then even the lining will match them together. So guys, I've matched them. What we're gonna do is we will leave a part at the bottom area. This is probably 7 inches. I'm gonna put a mark here. So I will leave this open. I'm gonna stitch everywhere around it, leaving this open because that is where we will flip it inside out later. So we are on the last step now. We just have to close this part. So guys, I hope you poked the corners first before sealing this part. And then I'll just do a straight stitch here. I will do a back stitch at the beginning and at the end. So I'm just gonna do a straight stitch here. And this is it now. I've stitched this, and just try to remove all the excess thread that's around. And if you want to iron it, you can iron it. Push this inside, push our lining inside, and poke the corner so that it goes on that side. Will it close? It will close. Okay, so now is the time to see if our laptop will fit. By the way, before that, I want to share with you how it looks like inside. That's how it is inside. We've got pocket here and one here on the other side as well. So it's up to you if you want to skip the pocket area or you want to continue with it. Our laptop. Well, well, well. It did! So yes, it's so cute. Okay, we'll just add this. What do you think with it, guys? If you want it to be more roomy, you can also add seam allowance a bit bigger, because my seam allowance is 2 inches on the side and 1 inch on the top. So you can actually make it like 2 inches on the side and 2 inches on the top as well. Because as you can see, this is just right. It'll just close it. But it's okay. I don't think it's too tight. So let's take it out again. And let's put it in. There you go. I hope you were able to make yours, and please put on the comment down below, how do you find it? Was it easy? Do you find it difficult? Do you think there is some other ways that we can make it more easier, or do you want us to add handle? Because I'm thinking of adding handle to it, and also like a strap inside so that it will keep the laptop safe. But I said we'll do it next time probably, but for now this is something that is really easy without pattern as well. I love it. I love it. I just love it. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. I hope you find this video or tutorial really useful, and if you do, please put a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and if you want to share this with other people that you know needs this video, please share it with them. Also, put your comments down below. Anything, where are you from, what project are you making, what do you like to do, and If this video has been useful to you, put your comments down below, or if you have any suggestion as well, please down there below on the comment section. And also, if you are not a subscriber yet, please like and subscribe for more videos like this. It inspires me to make videos like this, and I wish you have a good day, everyone. My loves, have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Love you guys. Bye.